We are at Tom and Karen Carey's house, and they have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous yard. But we have a ton of weeding to do. You guys, girls, remember this lamium that was kind of everywhere in the spring, and then a bunch of these bigger weeds in the back, seeds, boxwoods trimmed, kind of like the basics, but really a lot of weeds that have kind of taken over. They have a beautiful yard with tons of perennials, but just things have gotten, out of control. We'll walk over here because he just reseeded their grass, so we're not allowed to really walk on the grass until it comes on stronger. So right now we'll just stay close to the pathways and things like that because we're not supposed to have traffic on the grass. But anyways, you can kind of see we've got boxwoods that need some trimming, roses, deadheading, things like that. I'll wander along here. We have this little bed over here by the walkway. And all along here that we'll probably have to get to once the grass seed takes off, as well as this berm. There's only a few weeds in and throughout here, but and then some trimming some of the dead, but again this will be taken care of once the grass kind of recoups. But they really want to get these boxwoods trimmed back from the Bernera. This is a volunteer. They cut this down, a golden rain tree, and trying to get rid of it, so maybe we can bring the chainsaw one of our visits and get after it. But really kind of creating some separation in between things. And anemones are gorgeous right now, but could be contained from the boxwoods, once they're done. This we need to cut back pretty far, just hopefully it will recoup. We're not sure what's going on with it, but like the lady's mantle deadheaded, a lot of these weeds are going to be super tall and big. And all the spirea deadheaded, cut back, and just a little bit more separation between things. Again, this yard is massive, so up front is kind of more immediate, but we will definitely be chipping away at a lot of this, even into next season. This whole little creek is theirs, and there's lots of grass and the snake grass that needs to come out, which is kind of relentless. In and along here you can see just where it's been overtaken. We've got some rock crusts down there, but some grasses in between. So just a lot of fine-tuning, redefining the edge, deadheading, and again he's got stuff all the way over here. And then there's also bindweed, morning glory, and then throughout a lot of the beds as well. We've got this whole rock wall. Oh, it looks like this little area back here could use some love. This whole back wall, there's stuff growing on it all along this. Down there we have ginkgo trees, grasses, peonies, lots of asters. With the asters, we'll definitely get some of the more weedy ones and leave the ones that look a little bit more attractive. But I think down in these areas are going to be kind of next season. The more immediate will be in and around the house. And again, this first, maybe even second visit, we're going to kind of just keep off the lawn. But in this area, it's pretty endless, but I think we can get a good handle on it. I will kind of explain that there's some peonies that she's wanting to get cut back to the ground pretty like this first visit, just because they have powdery mildew. So just to kind of get them cut down to the ground so it doesn't spread. It's mainly along this walk area, we can cut down all these peonies. And this one, and of course this one, but the ones that don't really have the mildew, I say let's let them kind of flourish into the fall with their foliage, because it turns bright red. But you can see there's like weeds in between everything, growing very tall. So there's a lot in this yard. It's very involved, but you know, this whole area we can definitely get after without walking on the lawn. Lots of big weeds. It's going to be a major transformation. I'm super excited. So that is basically it. You can kind of see the front again.